Hello everyone, my name is Kathy and welcome back to She Lives to Inspire. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my first video and make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about changes. So let's get into it. Before we get into this video, I would just like to point out that change is different for everybody. I may experience something, you may experience something, we may experience the same thing, but the outcome for me may be different than you. Just to put that out there so nobody gets confused and say things. But anyways, so a few days ago I was sort of doing like a self-reflection because it was a huge milestone for me and my mother. It was 5 years since we left our hometown, and the amount of stuff that was going on within those 5 years is just like, whoa. But yeah, I was asking myself, like, why was I so not, well, afraid, I guess you could say, afraid of this big change. And I was just thinking it over, and I was just like, why are people so afraid of change? Like, we're comfortable per se in where we're at, and so we don't want to change and move into new things, move into new levels, experience new things. So let me explain. 5 years ago, I was about 14 and I had just finished middle school, and my mom and I were moving from one state to the next state. And let me put this out there before I move on. My parents are not divorced. They are happily married. They are not separated, okay? They've been married for going to be 22 years by the grace of God this year. And yeah, I just have to put that out there because whenever I talk to people about, certain things, actually when I moved and started a new school, my own teacher asked me, is your parents divorced? No, my parents are together. Just to put that out there. But yeah, we just live in a different, he just lives in a different state because of his job. My dad has a nice job, but it's not one that allows him to live with us per se. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, so I had just finished middle school. I was getting ready to step into high school. And I had moved like a month after I graduated from middle school. And man, the day of graduation, I just remembered being not like sad because, but yeah, I had this weird feeling because, I wasn't going to see these people every single day like I would used to. And honestly, if I had stayed in my hometown, my middle school is, how do I say this? It's from 6 to 12, so it's middle school and high school. Not saying that you can't leave the school after you're done with middle school and go to another high school, but if I had stayed there, I would have, done 6 all the way up to 12th grade and graduated with the people I started middle school with. But yeah, so I was getting ready to leave my friends behind and getting ready to leave church family, church friends, and family members behind that I had grown up with. And yeah, this was my first move, like, period. And I was not ready for it because I had been there all my life and I did not want it to change at all, right? And plus, this was almost a year and a half after my sister had died. So I was just experiencing, experiencing a lot of emotions, and I just wanted some sort of something normal in my life. And yeah, so we had moved from literally one state to another state. It was like from North Pole to South Pole, pretty much, because the states are not, next to each other. They are literally two worlds apart. And moving is, hard in general, but like moving from one place that you've known for all of your life to another completely different state, culture wise, everything was different, right? But yeah, so like I said, emotions were high for me because I was 14, and at 14, you're just figuring things out. Anyways, so I remember moving and hating every moment of it. People would ask me, how do you like, this place? I would straight up tell them, I hate it. I want to move back. I didn't give it a chance. I I didn't want to be here. Like, I would get into arguments with my mother and say, I hate this. Why would you do this to me? I want to go back. I don't like it here. You know, Normal teenage stuff. But I mean, if you ask me today, I'm still going to say, I kind of want to move back. But, you know, I'm content with where I'm at because moving here, I met such wonderful people. I'm not going to name names because it's a lot and I don't want to forget anybody, but I met some pretty great people here, made some wonderful friendships, ended some friendships, but let's just say I'm content with where I'm at right now. And as you can see, it says I love my church. And moving here, I found a really awesome church. OPC, Orlando Pentecostal Church. Orlando Pentecostal Church is the church I go to. And yeah, but I was thinking about what to say on Instagram, and I was doing some sort of reflection, like I said, and I posted, sometimes we don't want to experience change because we are comfortable where we're at. 5 years ago on this day, my family experienced change, moving from one place to another. It was drastic for me because I was leaving all my friends and family behind and was moving to a practically new world. I didn't know anyone, plus I didn't know what to expect. I hated every moment leading up to it because I was comfortable where I was at. Being comfortable in one spot does not allow you to experience something new. We like the same things we wake up to every day. Giving ourselves space to open up to change is honestly a blessing. You'll never know what doors could be opened for you, who you'll meet, or the lives you'll touch if you don't give change a chance. Give yourself a chance and embrace change. And honestly, that is my message for you. Embrace change. Change is good. It gives you opportunity to learn and understand things that you never learned or understood before. And coming here to where I'm at now is a big learning curve because, like I said, the culture is different, and I'm used to I don't want to say abrupt, but like a little bit of sass, you know what I mean? Here in Florida, they say, good morning, yes, ma'am, hi, ma'am, hi, sir, stuff like that. Up in New York, it's just like, what's up, what's poppin', you know? So learning to embrace that and see how people live differently, it has a good effect on you. And It allows you to soften up. Your character changes a lot. And honestly, I just want to continue to embrace change, because if you are comfortable where you're at, you are never going to be able to do new things, okay? Trust me when I say that. If I was still where I was at, right? And I was talking to my mom about this, I probably wouldn't have my driver's license at 19. I probably wouldn't have my own car. You know, I would probably be taking the bus or the train to school. Not saying that that's a bad thing, but because where I'm at now, there's where I live, particularly, there's no bus that comes like it does in New York, where it's like, like always running on the clock every hour, every 5 minutes. You know what I mean? So yeah, it would be really hard. I'd probably have to take Ubers to school up in New York, or if I was living on campus, it would be different. But you know, taking the bus, taking the train, finding some sort of transportation would be completely different than it is here in Florida, because I have to drive everywhere because of where I live. So, that's a huge change for me. But honestly, I learned, just give yourself a chance. Give the change a chance, because you never know what will happen, what good will happen to you, who you'll meet, what you'll experience. And honestly, my high school experience was something, but something memorable was going to Candlelight, and I went 3 years in a row. I got to do that with my high school choir, and if I lived in New York, probably wouldn't happen. There's like a 90% chance that wouldn't happen. But yeah, like I've been saying, embrace change. Don't come with this attitude saying, I'm not gonna do this. I'm fine where I'm at. You'll never grow. Trust me and believe me, you will never grow. You won't grow spiritually, mentally, physically. Everything will be the same, and you'll just wonder. You'll be longing for something, but you'll be like sort of content with where you're at, but you're just like trying to figure out what's going on, and at the same time wanting to stay where you're at. And then there's like this piece that's just like, is craving change. So like I said, embrace change and just go with it. Go with the flow, because you'll never know what you'll experience or what will happen to you. Anyways, I'm just going to close out the video here and just say, have a wonderful and blessed day.